Hello everyone, my name is Ellie Cupcakes. I hope you celebrated a nice Christmas and you are enjoying the holidays a lot. For the end of 2020, a year that ended up being a living nightmare and a horrific experience for all of us, I wanted to do a recap of my art journey. I will show the first pieces from January and the more recent ones in chronological order, along some trivia of my personal life. I began the first week of the year with creating an ArtStation account. For those who don't know, it's the most professional website of the past decade, after the decline of DeviantArt, where you can upload your art portfolio, as it was highly suggested by your professors. Many colleagues of mine already had one for a while, but to be honest, I was a bit discouraged to post my art there, because I used to not finish my drawings often and leave them even without background. But then our art program got super interesting and we started to adventure on new stylistic approaches and something really clicked in me. I didn't really spend much time on actually thinking about how I was drawing before, and having a clear path and similarities between my drawings made me feel like I was on the right track. For the first time, I felt like I really could make art as my career. I laid out what were my preferences and recurring traits in my style and made a series of 5 characters in the same approach. Technically 7, because I redrew the one of my character Ellie in a more cheapish way, and I draw this in your style to get my mind off homeworks for a bit. I like to do fan arts, but coming up with OCs is more fun and I love designing them and coming up with stories. I have a lot of original characters and them alone will need a video on themselves to properly talk about them. Fast forward a couple months. We started following the lessons from home, and while everyone was in full Animal Crossing frenzy mode, I was still building up my portfolio and keeping up with friends as the best I could, despite not being able to see them in real life. I participated in a few challenges as the Sailor Moon Redraw and the Frictional Fan Jam hosted by the creators of Amnesia, my top favorite game of all times, followed only later on by Bloodborne. I love playing horror games the most, which is why I think it's funny, as my style is so colorful and cute and it created such a big contrast. The months go by fast and it's already July for the final exam period. Our course was a biennial one, so like the previous year, we had a theme we had to stick up to and bring to completion, and present it to our professor and external ones on a set date. Each of us had our individual half an hour of exam, so we couldn't really team up or help each other in any way or form. So anyway, in preparation of the exam, I literally logged out of all my socials, keeping contact only with close friends, or at least those I deemed so back then, and worked hard till the day of the exam. No games, no new TV shows, and no distractions till it was done. A couple days before it, I went out to collect the charms I ordered, printed the stickers and poster for the physical side of my exam, and submit my PDFs on the drive, where they will be checked out before the presentation. Then the exam day came, and that's a whole thing on its own. Stuff went wrong, they mixed up the class's schedule, our class exam was delayed for a few hours. Something that was supposed to be really easy ended up taking all the afternoon, and everyone was super nervous and tired. It could have been a cool topic for a story time, but I don't want to relive the situation right now. In the end, the exam went really well. I got one of the highest grades I ever been able to achieve, but most importantly, I was congratulated by my professor for the excellent work I brought up all year. As many artists know, having a cartoony style in academics isn't always well seen. Some teachers hate anime with a passion, but thank God it wasn't my case with him. We shared a lot of things in common, although we had completely opposite point of views on some things. But nonetheless, he supported me and the other colleagues with less realistic approaches, even when other professors looked down upon us for our stylistic choice. And so the school was over. Finally we could draw for ourselves more and continue developing our styles even further. For some reason I got a lot of commissions in September, so I kept myself busy and worked for some really kind teachers by making icons, banners and emotes for them, and occasionally portrait pictures for new and old friends. And then I got sick. The outside temperature dropped drastically between September and October. Everyone was so scared I caught the big bad, but actually I ended up with a pharyngitis that kept me tied in bed for almost 10 days straight. This was the perfect occasion for me to buy Animal Crossing, and I did. Oh my god, that game is a drug. I never got to experience the previous ones of the series, but I can see now why it's so fun. I was not prepared for the sheer happiness this game gave me. I can't say that it cured my depression, but at the very least, catching fishes and bugs with friends made me a lot happier if I weren't doing that. I was thinking about drawing every outfit my character has. Now there are starting to be quite a few, and make speed paints of them. I'm also probably playing the game wrong, because I transformed my island in a flower breeding camp, with every inch spent in studying types of flowers and trying to figure out how to get the rarest and purple ones as fast as possible. My eyesight lowered a bit due to eye strain, so I'm not playing as much as before, and I try to stay off screens when I'm not working to not make it go even worse. The past 2 months haven't been that much interesting. I had been a bit upset because I lost some dear friends that I knew more than 7 years, and it made me realize how few time we have to spend on important things like stuff we love to do and wish to improve on. So I collected my energy and passion and began pouring them in what I care the most about: content creation. And I asked myself, why stop only at making drawings? When I was little, I used to make silly AMVs to make people smile, so I thought I should give more credit to videos and start making them more seriously to integrate them in my art career as well. I'm still learning the tropes and how to manage time more efficiently, but all I want is to make others have a good time, learn a little more about drawing, or just chat with me, since I always have something to say on everything, it seems. I have many projects I want to tackle upon next year, hoping that 2021 won't be as ruthless as this year. Yes, and I can't wait to get my hands upon them, with your support and genuine interest on my side. Again, I hope you'll have a great time till the end of the holidays. I'll get back in the second week of January too, with hopefully new tools, a new schedule, and lots of stuff to achieve. In the meanwhile, I'll be editing some more difficult videos and finally work on my website that I've been delaying since forever. As always, thanks for sticking by and thank you for watching. See ya next time!